We're in Edinburgh. It's noisy. It's not Manchester.
But it is sunny.
It is sunny.
Very sunny.
In Scotland, it's sunny.
That's allowed.
This is Series 2. We're going to visit every tram stop on the Edinburgh Trams, starting here at Edinburgh Airport.
Yay!
You didn't get phased out from Series 1.
No, we're still working on it.
Must try harder.
We'll see if we can manage to get rid of you in this series.
Just leave him somewhere.
Play the music. Edinburgh, unlike a lot of airports, the actual public transporty bit, like the trams and the buses, that's really close to the terminal. Like you'll remember when I went to Heathrow, that was a really long walk to the terminal, and then I had to go and get kicked out at the end, didn't I? There's a tiny tram.
That is pretty cool. I like that.
It's half a tram.
Half a tram.
All the other tram networks in this country all have sort of committee type names, Metrolink, Tramlink, Supertram, NET. Because we're in Scotland and people are just straight laced and tell you what they think, Edinburgh Trams. I like the honesty of that. It's a tram and it's in Edinburgh.
We're on the first tram and tickets. £12 day ticket if you want to get on at the airport. Any other stop on the network, £5. £7 increase for the, half a mile from here to Ingliston Park and Ride?
It's a tourist tax.
That
basically
is ridiculous, and that is what is probably the most expensive to ride stretch of tram track in the UK, easily. Ingliston Park and Ride. I don't think you're going to be saying this much today, but I think there was a moment.
Yep, there's nothing here.
There is, interestingly, between here and the airport, a future-proofed crossing point for the tram line where a dual carriageway has been built either side of the tram tracks. Yeah. So this might be rural for a long time yet, but it's laid out to not be.
I do have to point out that you've got a great view of the Queen's Ferry crossing here. Gogglebox.
Goggerburn.
Yes.
I prefer Gogglebox. We would say there's nothing here, but it's literally here for the Royal Bank of Scotland HQ.
Yep.
Which even has its own branded bridge.
Yeah, they've gone all out in this area for the Royal Bank of Scotland. Is the Royal Bank of Scotland that Scottish these days?
Probably
Or is
not.
it just now just generic banking corporation that happens to be in Scotland? People of Scotland, I'm curious, what do you think about the Royal Bank of Scotland? Does it feel Scottish, or are they just trying to are they playing on their name? We're gonna have a walk.
Yeah, it's a very beautiful day.
It's not a very beautiful walk, I'm afraid. We're gonna walk down the A8, but we need to make sure this one gets a bit of road action. Hey Bryn, it's a sign.
Have I been shown a sign?
You have. Is it a bad sign?
I've got some comments about this junction.
Oh God. Oh God.
These signs are white, which denote a non-prime route, which is correct, but then they just suddenly all become green. Now, there's a reason for why the ones that are still green are green. Prior to 1993, this was the main road into Edinburgh because the M8 stopped at Newbridge. So some of the signs have been replaced, but the city bypass opened here not long before the M8. So the signs were put up as green signs, and then because they were still new, no one replaced them.
So we're just coming up to Edinburgh Gateway tram stop and rail station now. You wouldn't have known it from any of the signs anywhere. The first we saw of it was the totem pole that's just there. It just feels like a bit of a wasted opportunity. It's a combined rail and tram stop. You can get to such places as more north. Today I learned there's more north.
Yeah, there's about nearly 300 miles more north.
I thought I lived in the north. I've come 4 hours further north, and there's still another 5 or 6 hours more north.
There's a lot of north.
I love Scotland.
So this isn't a tree or two trees, it's actually a piece of artwork. It's made of concrete and it's very strange. As pieces of artwork go, it has no grace, no beauty, and as far as I can see, no purpose. Don't see the point. I'm giving it a 0 out of 10.
And that is the segment we're now going to start calling Leanne Rates Artwork. Edinburgh Gateway Station, a relatively new station, opened in 2016, 2.5 years after the original network opened, combined tram rail station. It is very immense for what it is and very impressive, but nobody else uses it.
Yeah, it's lovely, but there's nobody here.
Tram, by the way, it's a tram. Should we catch a tram?
I think so.
Also here at Edinburgh Gateway is the tram depot. This came before the stop. There's actually a now disused staff halt outside the depot. They don't use that anymore. There's a walkway from here into the depot, and all the staff changeovers happen here. The Gale Centre, it's just a generic shopping centre, there's nothing special about it. But we'll let this tram leave.
That noise.
That
noise.
That noise.
Sound.
Oh, it's awful, that noise. It literally hurts my ears.
I spotted some signs yesterday that I know will make you angry. So I need to make you angry.
Why would you want to make me angry, Jem?
Because it's fun.
Because it's funny.
But you won't like me when I'm angry.
I don't know, it's kind of cute when you're angry.
I'd say
You are cute.
You're adorable.
Red circle means don't do. So, is that telling me do not road traffic look left? Do not look left because there is road traffic? What does that even mean? What's wrong with just a blue circle that's look left like anywhere else would use? What is that? You must not tram crossing while walking very proudly? What? No trams crossing, there are pedestrians? What does it mean?
Actually, I can help you out with this one. There's not actually a tram crossing, so that is no tram crossing. It's technically correct.
I'll give you that.
Sorry, I just can't. It's just really funny when Bryn gets angry about signs. It's cute. Behind me, we have got some kinetic art, which is just being moved by the wind. It's not particularly pretty, but it's interesting and it's like fun to watch, so I'm going to give it a 5 out of 10 for effort.
I'm liking these interludes. So one of the things that's actually annoying me about these trams, you can't, like on Metrolink, press the button before it stops.
You have to wait till it stops.
Edinburgh Park Central. It's a business park, opened 1995. It's
very much a business park, although
it's very nice. It is very, for a business park.
Very pretty, actually.
Can you see any roads?
No, that's what I was just going to say. You can hear the sound of the city bypass, which is on the other side of the business park, but it's on the other side of the business park. This is designed to not be dominated by that thundering, droning sound. This is more of an oasis of calm.
Yeah. I was
sorry to interrupt, which takes us nicely to our next little bit, which Leanne has found.
There's some art over there.
We need to do a rating art with Leanne.
We do.
Are you ready to rate the art?
I am ready to rate the art. This art is basically some urns across the grass, which you can see over there, and they're quite pretty. They've got birds on the top, which is quite interesting. And then I've just been looking at the bottoms of the urns, and some of them have got writing on. One of them's got like a little poem on. They're quite cool, actually. They're interesting to look at. I'm going to give them a solid 7 out of 10.
Edinburgh Park Station.
It's another shared with a railway line. I mean, the connectivity.
Yeah, the clue's in the name.
Yeah.
I'm good at this.
Thank you. The connectivity though between the tram and the railway around this part is actually quite good, because I'm presuming these are separate lines, so these are different lines coming in from different directions, aren't they? Because yeah, I think...
Ask me that in a minute, once I've had a chance to check.
Can we also just take a minute to appreciate some of the viaducts and some of the engineering that's gone into this thing? This is one heck of an engineering feat. I am impressed with some of it. I mean, there's a few issues which could be ironed out, but as a whole, more cities need tram networks. Where are these two with my drink?
You've got legs, get your own drink.
Why would I do that when I've got you two? Where's my drink?
Oh.
We both forgot.
Unbelievable! I'm going.
Don't worry, I've got you one. Were you just getting angry at me?
This series is over.
No, don't leave us.
The station, as far as stations go, it's a 2003 station. It's nice. I mean, okay, it's looking a bit worse for wear, but it's nice in general. The architecture, it's not quite copy and paste. When this was built in 2003, we hadn't reached the copy and paste era yet. It's got a bit of character. Just still needs a bit of TLC now though. So, one thing I learned on the tram yesterday is where's the bike space? I know where it is. The bike space is put your bike in front of the doors.
That's an oversight.
But, at least unlike Manchester, you can take a bike on a tram.
Yeah.
Bankhead Station. This is where we trigger the liane.
Well, I was going to say there's nothing here, but apparently there is actually Edinburgh Beer Factory, which is like a fancy artisan beer factory that opened in 2015.
Posh beer.
Very posh beer. If you go online, you can buy their posh beer.
We looked at some of the prices and we were a bit shocked. From here at Bankhead, we're going to walk to the next stop, which was some bit beginning with S, but I'm not from Edinburgh, so I can't remember it. So just behind me here, where the tramway is and the substation, is where the old West Edinburgh busway started. That was built in like 2004, but it only ran for 5 years until construction of the trams started. It was actually built with the intention of being converted to trams at a later date. That busway itself was actually part of a much bigger plan called City of Edinburgh Rapid Transit, CERT or CERT, which was a much bigger plan for guided busways across the city. And much of what is today's tram line up to the airport actually mimics what was to be built as a busway. But even that was built planned to be part of a tram at a later date. This bridge is actually older than the tramway above it, because that was built for the busway, not the tramway. Welcome to Sawton Tram Stop, and this is where we're going to end this episode. I've had a nice time doing this first part of the trams. Yeah. I think it now starts getting really good as we go through the city centre in the next episode. Thank you for joining us. I'm going to leave a link to the next video over one of their heads. I think you should go and watch that. But until we do the next episode, which is about now actually, to be honest. Bye-bye.
Bye.